In the midst of all of Paul's wrestling with the relationship between Jewish and Gentile faith in Romans chapter 10, there's some really simple truths that are crucial to who we are as believers. In verse 4, the NIV says that Christ is the culmination of the law. Other translations will say end, but I feel like that is kind of misleading. End would seem to mean something like, kind of like it's doing away with it. And I don't think that's the best connotation. The Greek word is a simple one. It's telos, which means goal or destination, or a translation I really like, the point aimed at, though we would probably say target. So this would literally mean that Jesus was the point that the law was ultimately trying to bring us to all along. And then in the next section comes the wonder of Jesus. He's not out of reach. Maybe we sometimes are tempted to think of God in that way. Distant, hard to get to. This passage says you don't have to ascend to a high above heaven to pull him down to your life. And you don't have to dig down into the lowest depths and pull him up. He's right there. The living word, the present and available Savior. It's not about reaching up or digging down. It's about letting him in. An open heart that finds a living Savior and friend when you realize he's right there with hands held out to you. And then with an open mouth, because we are not ashamed to admit what we have found when we invite him into our lives. It's all summed up in verse 10. For with the heart one believes and is justified, and with the mouth one confesses and is saved. The word we translate as confess also carries within it the meaning of covenant. Or maybe we could think of it as commitment. When we express our faith, it's not casual belief. It's something we are committed to, and it means something to us. Really, we're saying that what we found when we found Jesus, the one who was always right there open and wanting to connect with us, when we found him, it meant everything. We don't need fancy or complicated words to share that. We only need honest and sincere ones.